Just do it!
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Fanalyst. I'm your boy Fanalyst.
And this your boy Authentic.
Let's get straight to it. Yo, what a great Super Bowl. Probably one of the best Super Bowls I've seen in years. What you thought about it, Authentic?
I'm not going to lie, I almost lost some money. Thank goodness I pulled out from those bets I was about to make. I honestly thought the Patriots were going to run through the Eagles, and they proved us wrong. Nick Foles showed that he's worth the money that he's going to be demanding in the next couple of years. So it's going to be very interesting how he's going to do those things in the next offseason.
Yeah, definitely. I had high hopes for the Eagles. I definitely didn't want to see another Brady victory. Sorry. And even though I'm a Giants fan, the Eagles would be the only NFC East team I root for. But Nick Foles, he definitely did his thing. But I'm just shocked. The Patriots did not punt all game, and they still lost.
Makes no sense. The Eagles did a lot of defensive stops towards the goal line. The Patriots missed a field goal early on with the muff kick. They went for it on fourth down by the goal line and got stopped. And they got their strip fumble when it was Brady to try to do a Brady thing and do a comeback. So the Eagles defense really were the ones that showed out in that Super Bowl and took the victory. But the efficient Nick Foles did dominate the Patriots' suspect defense.
Yeah, definitely. Nick Foles definitely made plays when it mattered. Brady, you saw the age, man. I ain't gonna lie. That little trick play they did, and they threw it right into his hands, and Brady dropped it. I don't know. That was some 40-year-old body right there. Not 35, 40.
That's very true. It's kind of ridiculous. He was wide open. That would have been an easy catch touchdown for anybody else 5 years younger. But as you can see, age is really coming and time is undefeated.
Yeah, also, man, do you think if Brandon Cooks was there, would it made any difference?
Absolutely. Cooks was gone since, the second quarter, and he wasn't able to do no impactful plays after that. So once Cooks was out, they weren't really moving the ball downfield with Danny Amendola. They lost a lot of their weapons throughout the whole year, so it was a hard matchup for them throughout the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. But, so what's next for your boy Nick Foles? I mean, if I'm Nick Foles and I'm the Eagles, you guys got the ring.
Get the money.
Get the money. And also, yeah, Nick Foles, if I'm you, you've definitely proven that you can start again in this league.
Yeah, Nick Foles, what you need to do, honestly, if I was him in the situation, I would just play it out. He has one more year left on his contract with the Eagles. Probably ride out the bench. He might even play a game or two because Carson Wentz did tear his ACL. We don't know when he's expected to return, if there's any setbacks with his rehab. So he might ride the bench out this year, and then the following year test the waters in the offseason. There might be a lot of teams looking for a quarterback. He might even become the replacement for Tom Brady in New England. You never know. New England, by the time it's Tom Brady time to go, he'll be 42. They are going to be looking for a quarterback, and he's going to be a young, stout quarterback that already has a pretty decent resume with a Super Bowl MVP on it.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm Nick Foles and I'm the Eagles, I definitely trade him while he's hot. There's teams like the Broncos. There's the Browns with those top 2 first-round picks. I mean, I'm even looking like Jacksonville. I'm looking at the Saints. The man's only 29. He's in the prime of his career. He's still got another 6-7 years left in this league from what it looks like. So if I'm the Eagles, I just cash him in. Get that first or second round pick. Get anything you can get out of him. He's not worth much right now. He's only at $7 million, so you don't have to give him the big bucks. So cash in on him right now, definitely. But on to the next big thing. Have we seen the end of the Brady Belichick era?
That's a tough question. It was a great game. There was a lot of miscues. Could the Patriots win the Super Bowl? Yes. But was it their Super Bowl to lose? Yes, as well, because the defense was not showing out. There was some questionable coaching when it came to Butler being on the bench and not starting that Super Bowl. So maybe if he was starting, it would have had a better defensive lock on the receivers. We never know. We can't play the shoulda, woulda, coulda game. But it might be over. We might not see them go to the Super Bowl next year. You never know, because we still have the Steelers, we have the young guns of the Jaguars, and we also have the hot and potent Tennessee Titans, because they still have a lot of potential to emerge out in this conference, and they also have the Raiders. So there's a lot of competition that they got to go up against next year. That's younger, and they're ready, and they're more hungry than Belichick and Brady.
I don't know. I think I still give them these last 2 years. I still think, AFC. I'm just not trusting the Steelers. And it's not even the coaching. I just don't trust Big Ben anymore, or even Le'Veon Bell for even being healthy. The Raiders, they still have a suspect defense. Titans, they're a couple, maybe 2 or 3 years away. Jaguars, still don't trust Blake Bortles. That defense is stout, but I don't trust Blake Bortles yet. So I still think the Patriots could get another playoff Super Bowl run, and that's just it, one more. But I just feel like now the trade for Jimmy Garoppolo is looking kind of suspect now. You gave away a future player that could have helped Belichick win another few more rings, and you gave him away to a dynasty who's used to winning rings, and hopefully Jimmy can get them to a Super Bowl.
Keep in mind, Jimmy is 7-0 as a starter when it comes to his NFL career. So let's see what he's going to do next year, if he stays with the 49ers or he goes somewhere else. He might be the most surprising quarterback of next year. But let's talk about what's going on right now in the NBA. Have you been hearing about these recent trades recently?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of trades. I'm hearing DeAndre to the Trailblazers, which would be a pretty good look to go with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, because he'll bring a lot of offensive rebounding and defense, what they truly need. I think that's the only thing that's really stopping the Trailblazers is a legit defender. I'm not really a fan of Jurek, whatever his name is, but DeAndre would definitely be a good piece. And I'm also hearing OKC with the injury to Roberson looking into trading for Avery Bradley. And that, to me, is a major step up, because now it gives them even another legit defender to go with Paul George, and someone who can actually score and make free throws other than Roberson. You don't have to worry about that liability on the offensive end. You got a clear-cut person who's improved over the years since he's been in the league, and now it's his biggest flaw is, can he be a better offensive player? And he's shown that. I'm also hearing the Lou Will for Marcus Smart, and just more and more trades. I'm hearing Clarkson, Randall, and Larry Nance Jr. to the Cavs. So, yeah, this trade rumor mill is definitely blowing up big time. How about you?
I'm not going to lie. The Avery Bradley to OKC would be a perfect fit, because they did just lose Roberson, and they will have another offensive element to their game. So him being there, that would be an amazing move for them to compete against the likes of Houston and the likes of Golden State.
Yeah, you definitely compare him, like you put Paul George on CP3 and then you put Avery on James Harden. Definitely get these guys in a difficult matchup and situation. But how do you feel about Lou Will? I feel like Lou Will, to me, is the biggest trade value right now for any team who's in the playoff race. 23
points a game, and he's already used to coming off of the bench, so that means you got efficient scoring coming from your bench or even the starting lineup for whichever playoff threat team is available for trade and in need of a shooting guard. So when you're looking at teams like the Cavs, who need help everywhere, they just need help
everywhere.
And you're also looking at other teams like, I don't know, you're looking at possibly, if we're just talking about the East,
just the Celtics.
Celtics,
really. And Toronto.
Toronto as well.
Yeah.
And maybe even, not even the Wizards. They already got their guards. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like,
but nah, definitely he would be a great piece for the Wizards to come off the bench. But Cavaliers to me are just the biggest piece right now who need to make trades. I'm definitely liking the knowledge of hearing about Tyreek Evans. Tyreek Evans has clearly shown that he's turning into the player a lot of people, like especially in Sacramento, hoped he would turn into. And sometimes, changing scenery definitely matters, people. You'd be surprised how many people have changed scenery and it's done wonders for their career.
Yeah, that's very true. Look at LeBron. He switched scenery and learned how to become a champion.
Same thing with KD, man.
Crazy.
These guys have all changed scenery and learned to become champions. But definitely I think this might be the most active trade deadline coming up, just with all the teams needing people, a lot of teams cleaning house. I feel like a lot of players that you're going to see on the move is definitely teams from the Clippers. Don't be surprised if Mark Gasol from the Grizzlies is on the move. I really think it's time to clean house out there in Memphis with him and Conley. I just don't think they can do it anymore.
Yeah, especially with how the league is transitioning into now. They need to play smaller and faster. And they play too much of a slow pace in Memphis.
Yeah, definitely. Man, let's talk about this recent trade that just happened. This Tyler Zeller and Rashad Vaughn trade from the Bucks from the Nets. How you think about that? I feel like the Nets came out on top of that because this draft to me coming up, I feel like if you miss in the first, you could definitely find a gem in the second. That's how deep I think this draft class is.
Mm-hmm. This draft class is pretty deep when it comes to the bigs and when it comes to guards in general, combo guards. You have Grayson Allen, who's like a senior, and he's going to be available, and that's going to be available in the late first or even early second round. You also have young true freshmen coming out of the college that's going to be making big impact, and you have the international players that's coming out as well that's going to be doing well. I personally feel like the Nets did win this trade because they're going to be able to make some moves with the draft, and they also got a solid player. Tyler Zeller isn't that great of a player to give up that much, but if the Bucks find value in him, we'll see. Hopefully he won't be a rotational player, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, definitely. Now it even opens up more minutes for Jahlil Okafor, who recently just came over there from Philly. And I don't know, man. I feel like people not talking about Brooklyn as much as they should. I feel like Brooklyn and the Brooklyn Nets team with D'Angelo and Jahlil, it could be something special if they get their act right and get better players around them. So definitely be on the lookout for Brooklyn Nets and this upcoming draft. Well, thanks for listening in. This is another episode of Fanalyst. I'm your boy Fanalyst.
And you already know what it is. It's your boy Authentic.
Y'all have a good night.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit us up.